Good morning, everybody. Rodney here. We got Dan in the house. I fix shut. The View Chaser. Danny, good morning. Dan, good morning. Got Dominic waiting in the green room, and Alex Escardo was in here earlier, and he was the first to post a chat. We got B-Rad just popped in. Let me bring Dominic in. Hey, Dominic.
Good evening.
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm a bit tired, so I don't know if I'm going to last that long, but we'll see how we go.
well, anytime you're always welcome to stay, but if you do need to go, no problem.
Yeah, I don't want to be sleeping on camera. That's the whole thing.
Well, we kind of like it watching you sleep. You do funny things. Peter, good morning.
Peter.
Morning, Rodney. Hi, Dominic.
Hey, Peter.
How you doing, brother?
And hi to all in chat. Let's get this chat sorted out.
Crystal Justice is in the house. Hey, Crystal. How you doing?
Hello.
How's Eric? Is it Eric or Chris? Crystal, it's Chris, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Getting people mixed up now. East Coast Thrills, Dusty, good morning. Tej, good morning. Okay, so let me get to the comments here. I'm going to bring this one up. Tell me about the Blue Bee. You said you were going to do research. I want to know. What's that all about? Oh, it is Chris. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find more information on that. It seems to have gone quiet. I can't find any understanding of why a bee that is prominent in Australia ends up in Florida. I have not been able to find out why.
He must have survived either a plane crossing or a ship crossing.
Yeah. Obviously ended up somewhere that it got over there and then somehow procreated while it was over there. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. Mela, good morning.
Hey, morning, Mela. There you go, Rodney. You almost upset things sending me that link on Messenger. Because I tried opening it, but it kept on opening up Safari on the Mac. And the Safari doesn't like StreamYard.
Well, for whatever reason, Matt, your email address and Matt's email address is gone off my contact list on Yahoo.
Okay.
I do not know what happened.
Yeah.
I tried for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But even rebooted the computer in the middle of Dennis's stream. Captain Joe.
I just had to do a right click on the link then. It just gave me the option then to open it up with Chrome.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
It sussed that out, but threw me for a little while.
Do me a favor. Send me an email so I can get your contact information back in.
Okay.
So let me see. We've got East Coast Thrills. Dusty, good morning. Ronnie, God bless America. Good morning. USA Drone Flyer. Captain Joe. Crystal Justice is here. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what happened because I usually email you and Matt. I didn't try Lloyd Mendenhall. I usually email him. Now his email comes up because I have him in there. Well, I had you in there by name too.
Okay.
Maybe Yahoo just doesn't like you
Yeah,
and doesn't like Australia anymore. I don't know.
that's understandable.
I don't know why. I like Australians.
Mm.
I don't.
You don't like Australians?
Nah.
Nah. I bet Dominic does though.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, I met quite a few Australian sailors in Yakutia when I was stationed in Yokosuka. We had one of your guys' ships pull in. In fact, walked into a bar and there was a fight between U.S. sailors and Australian sailors.
Who won?
I don't know. I turned around and walked out. Just as soon as that beer bottle flew by my head, I turned around and walked out because I didn't want nothing to do with that. And about 2 minutes after I walked out, here came Shore Patrol.
Yeah.
So I'm
All
sure.
right, Rodney, your email's on the way if you haven't already got it.
All right. Thank you. Nope, it hasn't popped in yet.
Okay.
That doesn't mean nothing. It's got to go across the Pacific.
Yeah, it's got a long way to go.
Yep. So, anyway, well, I'm sure Dennis will be popping in here shortly. I've been reading his exchanges with TJ and Dan, and it's funny.
Mm.
Ooh, hey, Cam Joe, man, make some grits for me too, brother. Yes, Matt had a birthday yesterday.
Okay. Didn't realize it.
Yep. I don't know. Did he do a live stream yet last night?
No, he hasn't done one yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hasn't done one since the 31st of May, 1st of June, my time, or our time.
I definitely sent him a birthday wish over Facebook.
Okay.
So shrimp and grits, please. But anyway, I'm not sure if Dennis is going to be popping in or not. I'm sure he will at some point. So how's the weather been over there? Cold?
It's turned cold again now. Yeah. It's, what is it now? 5 degrees Celsius here at the moment.
Yeah. Absolutely shocking.
It's going to be going this whole week's going to be pretty cold. A bit of rain. So.
Well, it rained Thursday night, and when I got to working yesterday morning, I walked in and we had a big puddle of water in the floor.
Yeah.
It was crazy. A northern woman sitting at a table near us in a restaurant told the waiter she wanted to try just one grit to see if she liked it. Well, I hope she got her one grit.
What is grits exactly? I've heard the common. I've heard the term a lot of times over there, but I don't know exactly what it is.
It's a type of grain.
Okay.
Probably closer to a little bit like porridge.
Yeah,
Okay.
similar to that. All right. Okay. What are grits and how to make grits? Grits are made from ground corn and have a mild corn flavor and a creamy texture.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, and corn is considered a grain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah.
So she did get some. She got a sample bowl, and she actually liked it and ordered two. Dennis, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rodney.
Morning, Dennis.
Peter. Good day.
It's
Right.
great with loads of butters and tons of cheese. You know, I've never had it with cheese.
What are we talking about?
Grits.
Grits.
I've had it with cheese.
Have you?
Harmony, almost the same thing. Also good with cheese or sugar and sugar.
Who's that?
Hominy.
Oh, hominy. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, hominy's pretty good too. Now, I like butter in my grits. I used to put sugar in it, but then I started just eating it without sugar because the butter makes it taste pretty good anyway.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I've never had grits with anything in it other than butter or sugar. Do you put anything in your grits, Dennis?
I don't tend to eat grits, but if I do, no, I just eat them like they are. I might add a little bit of sugar. It depends on my mood.
There you go. Rodney, quoting a mailer, looks like sugar with grits is a big no-no.
Well, what can I say, Mela? I just grew to like them without sugar. Put the butter in it, you don't need sugar. Butter makes everything good.
Yeah, but I would not add butter. I'm just opposed to that. If it was there already, that's okay. But
You wouldn't add butter?
no,
Oh, wow.
no, I'm just not a butter guy.
I see.
You and I are on opposite sides of that fence there, Roger. But that's fine. That's what holds the fence up.
Cheese, sausage, and butter. Sign me up. And Brad goes, I love grits with lots of butter, some salt, and maybe some cheese from time to time.
Yeah. Oh, honey. I like honey with grits.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. I've had honey with grits.
Mm.
Oh, Dan.
Too much information there.
Oh, he started that over on Dennis's channel, and he's gonna carry it on over here too.
What's that?
His conversation with TJ about gluing his ho-haws to his butthole.
Oh, right.
Chris Hope, good morning.
Morning, Chris.
As you can see, I've still got my fidget toy. This is a different one, but that's supposed to be gold.
Doesn't
Okay.
look like. Oh, black gold, Texas tea.
Valerie said it looks more like brown, and I have to agree, but it's supposed to be matte gold.
Looks
That's not gold.
Looks like
No,
a two
That's not
carat
even
gold. That one.
silver.
But that's what the label says, matte gold. So,
Wow.
and that's matte blue. So
That probably is matte gold right there.
it's
Poor
the
man's not here
yes.
to defend himself.
Oh yes, I've had my grits with real bacon bits in it, with some cheese as well. Hot Rod in Daytona. Good morning,
Hi, Rod.
Morning.
baby.
Right.
Oh, some of the things we talk about on here sometimes. Did a sunrise for first time in 6 months. Oh, cool. I know you guys have had cloudy weather out there seemingly for 6 months.
He probably tries every day, and this is the first time it's succeeded.
I know Alex Escardo's been complaining about how cloudy the skies were. But anyway, I know the commitment was there. But Dennis, I have faith in him. So, Dennis,
Yes.
you got 3 weeks, huh? And then you head over?
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Jim.
3 weeks and a day or two. Yeah.
Mm.
Which airline are you using this time? Same one or?
It's the same one. It's American.
Yeah.
American Ink. How do you pronounce that? Qatar or Qatar?
Oh, Qatar, I think we call it.
Qatar.
Qatar, yeah.
Qatar. I'm using Qatar Airlines.
Oh, Qatar.
Where's the Qatar part of the journey? Where's that go from?
From Los Angeles to Sydney.
Oh, okay.
It's a partnership between, I don't know who owns the airplane, but I think American does, but it's a partnership between those two airlines.
But does it actually use a Qatar plane, or does it use an American Airlines plane? So
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I've never seen
any.
I've never seen any Qatar flights come into Sydney from America. They always come from like Doha or somewhere like that in the Middle
Yeah.
East.
Yeah, the
Oh,
last
yeah.
time that I've only been there once, right? And that time it was American airline airplane. But it was.
You'll find out when you get on board.
That's right, or maybe even a little bit before that,
Hopefully, yeah.
unless they do a bait and switch.
Yeah.
So you'll fly out of Atlanta to Los Angeles,
That's right.
and then in Los Angeles you'll catch the Qantas flight.
Yeah, and that's what makes the flight so long. The stay in Los Angeles is 5 hours, maybe 6. I don't remember. It's a long time. But that makes it a 24-hour flight, from the time I leave here.
Flying Flynn Media. Good morning, John.
Hey, John.
Jim Stroning, Aerial Photography. Good morning.
I haven't set up an alternate tablet. I'm letting that one. That other tablet was running low on battery, so I'm charging it up.
Ah.
I'm too lazy to extend the power cord.
Morning, Dano.
So I was going to show off the my NAS.
Hey, Francois.
Hey, Frank. The Tank RC is in the house. Good morning.
It was working downstairs. I brought it upstairs and plugged it in, and it won't power up. So I think maybe my adapter here I just have a shared adapter for USB, and I think that this one's not powerful enough.
Oh, that's your NAS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to show it off, but I will.
Oh. Well.
So I
Sorry.
extended the case, and I made it deeper, and by about 10 millimeters. By 10 millimeters. That's easy for you to say. And, now everything fits.
Oh, good deal.
Yeah.
So I've got the
You got the Raspberry Pi
I got the Raspberry Pi
and the SD card, I guess.
in the I got that.
Yeah. Okay. You're not using an SD card, yeah.
And then that's the Raspberry Pi.
Yeah. So do you have a 5 amp power supply for that?
No, I don't think so.
You'll need a 5 amp with a. I give you the specs for the power connection. It's pretty standard. 5.1 millimeter, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Diameter. But anyway, you'll need an adapter to, and it wants to be at least 5 amps. 6 is better.
Yeah, I haven't even printed the case yet.
Yeah.
Morning, Philip.
Hey, Philip.
Morning.
How y'all doing
Morning.
this morning?
Yeah, good.
Great.
Jody's in the house, aka
Hey,
Frank
Jody.
Rizzo.
Man, just waking up.
Are you now?
Yeah, we went to see Hootie and the Blowfish and Collective Soul last night.
Darius is still doing that band, or is Darius still in there?
Yeah.
Really? I
Yeah.
like that man. I do. I like him a lot. He's a talented man.
Who's that?
Darius.
Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh,
and
okay.
also from, I guess, just from Darius Rucker. He has a lot of hits, country songs on his own. Hootie and the Blowfish was a pop or rock band. And yeah, he's quite a talented man, that man.
And we got this, and we got this, and then if you we'll throw in this.
I should do the auctioneer song in honor of you there.
Haven't seen anything anything there worth bidding on at the moment.
Thanks.
Yeah.
just browsing.
Well, it looks like you got a couple of bikes there.
Yeah, they haven't been rode in what year is this?
What century you mean?
Electric bikes, are they?
Mm-mm. No, not unless you get a Ryobi drill and put it on the tire. No, we shoot, man. I woke
This is
up.
Alabama, Rodney. Come on.
Yeah,
Sorry, I forgot.
yeah. We do things a lot different than Virginia.
Have they got electricity there yet? What?
Yeah, we got
They've had it for weeks now.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed.
Okay.
I'm gone.
All right.
I'm at a
Good night.
Okay, see you,
Good
Don.
night.
Right.
Enjoy.
Good night.
Oh, so did y'all watch the opening ceremonies yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, for the Olympics? No.
I watched bits of it. It started at 3:30 a.m. here, so I sort of watched little bits here and there when I was awake.
Yeah.
Well, did y'all see where Snoop Dogg was carrying the torch?
Yeah.
I mean, he barely made it in because they tested him and he had a trace of marijuana on his system.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't realize that's still illegal.
Trace, yeah, trace.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Olympics in at least 10 years.
I watched some of it. I just wanted to see how they were going to do the opening ceremonies. I mean, like right now, the TV's going. I'm watching men's volleyball right in front of the Eiffel Tower. But which it's kind of cool to sit there and see some of these places that we went back in 2019, and it's so cool to see some of the places that you say, "Hey, I was there. I was in that spot."
Right.
Because I was like, okay, when they were doing the torch run, they were going to different places, and I looked and I said, "Yep, been there. Yep, been in that spot. Yeah, I was at that spot."
Yeah, they had an unusual take on it, Rodney. Since you haven't seen it, they rather than have the event contained within a building, they're all over Paris.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the idea is that somebody, and it's different people, is running with that torch and showing you iconic views all around Paris. It's really pretty creative, but it doesn't come across very well on TV, I thought. So, but I love the idea. I think
I think mainly because it was dark and it was raining,
Yeah, they had some times of heavy rain there.
and then they, what was it? The train system. They had control boxes set on fire. Oh, something like, it was some of the athletes and stuff got stuck. Just it's a lot of stuff to it. They against marijuana use, but yet they had some. What was he saying? I don't know. I don't have another screen open.
Oh, you talking about Dan? This is what's interesting to me.
Marijuana use. Remember that snowboarder? They took mental away. Yep, they sure did.
Yeah.
That was a performance enhancing drug. How is marijuana a performance enhancing drug?
It depends. It worked for the Beatles.
I've never tried it, so
Different kind of performance, I guess.
I get
mean, that's where you just look and go, was I doing something? Come on, you're supposed to be running. I don't feel like it right now.
Yeah, that's right. I'll run later. Got any cookies?
Later on. You go ahead. Go in front of me.
You're gonna win anyway, man.
Yeah. I just know it.
Hey, B-Rad, you have a good day, brother, and don't forget to give me a call here shortly.
See you, Brad.
Or I can call you either way.
And
See you,
Brad,
Brad.
don't worry about those speed. I have what I need. So, Brad printed some stuff for me, and USPS failed him. So,
Oh no.
yeah, but it's no big deal. It's just I have what I need. I just wanted color coordination, and Brad had the black TPU. I'm not going to buy a roll of black TPU for $25 so I can have 4 little pieces, about this big, way less than an ounce. But Brad happened to have some, so I asked him to print.
Oh, okay. Well, I have some black TPU as well.
Yeah, well.
So.
Anyway, like I said, I have what I need.
All right, good deal. All right, Brad. I'll talk to you a little later, buddy. So, Indica equals couch potato with a bag of Doritos. So, anyway, well, I think I'm going to actually go do some flying today. I haven't flown in about 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, we have off chance of rain today again. We got a quarter inch of rain overnight, so maybe that's it.
It's supposed to be raining tomorrow too over here. It's supposed to be getting more rain all next week too. Okay. He's not going to let us in on it.
Yeah, I am.
I guess I need to bring up the chats, huh? Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Now, I don't care what you say. That looks good right there. Whoa. What happened here? That looks good.
So what's on the flip side from the eggs? Is that grits?
That's the grits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So whose photograph is this?
Joe's, Captain Joe.
Captain Joe. America. Good old American breakfast.
Mark.
so it looks like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Joe Fotoleo, good morning, my brother. How are you doing? All right. Enough of that. I'm getting hungry again. That looks good, Joe.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab me a cup of coffee. Now it's brewed. It's somewhere around here.
Yeah, I bet that was good, Joe. So sausage, did you like spicy sausage or not spicy, Joe?
I like them both ways, spicy or non-spicy.
Yeah, me too.
That is so true, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, talking of heart attacks, I went to see my my cardiologist on Thursday. Yeah, when I saw him earlier in the year, he wanted me to get what they call a coronary artery calcium score or something.
Yeah.
Where they do a scan on your heart and it measures like how much calcium's built up in the arteries.
Yeah, I've had that done several times here lately.
Yeah.
Joe says almost turned you all off talking about sugar on grits. Blasphemy. I agree.
Yeah. So I got the results of that on Thursday, and he was very happy. He said I was down like at the bottom, bottom level for someone of my age, right down the bottom. So,
Which
They
means
do an
much
echo.
coffee.
yeah, hardly anything at all in the coronary arteries, hardly any calcium. So,
Oh,
which
good.
is good. Yeah,
That is good.
yeah, sort of reduces your risk of heart attack quite a lot.
Oh yeah, it reduces. Yeah,
Yep, so.
no doubt about that.
Peter, you don't have to worry about that being 45. You know.
Oh, you got to be careful. You have to start looking after yourself young.
Nah. Be young, be foolish, be happy.
Yeah, I've done all that. Yeah.
Well, I blame all my problems on the Navy.
That you
Yeah,
can.
but it's their fault.
It's their fault. Yeah,
That's right.
feeding me all that good Navy chow.
That's it. I'm told that my live stream is still going, so I'm just checking.
Oh, he says that was Cajun sausage.
Cajun.
Oh.
I had an uncle that lived in well, he lived in Bush, Louisiana, about an hour from New Orleans, and his wife Mina was a great cook. A lot of good Cajun stuff. Best jambalaya I've ever had.
Yeah, my second wife had some friends that she worked with up there in Fredericksburg, and they made some jambalaya, which was really good.
Yeah, there's nothing like homemade.
Good coffee.
See now I have to go get some.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Philip, keep these two in line.
Good luck with that, Philip.
I'll be right back, guys.
Watching y'all. Dennis, I was over your neck of the woods last weekend.
Oh yeah.
I went over to see my cousin for the weekend. Oh well, just for Saturday. And flew the Avata in between showers. Didn't know it.
In between rain showers, there's a lot of that going on here.
Didn't know it, but Ken Herron was over in Atlanta last weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I told him. I sent him a text. I said, "How dare you? Don't tell me where you're going." He said, "Well, I didn't know you were going to be in Atlanta." Oh man, my Dennis, my weather thing, my outdoor one. I set it in a metal tin, and with all this rain and everything,
Oh, no.
I went in.
Oh, no.
It said LL on my display, and I'm like, what does LL mean? And I went outside and I went, oh, it's dried out
Maybe it was
now.
trying to say OL. Look at this.
It's all dried out. Morning, Mr. Hope. How you doing? 10 days later, still wet. Joe hasn't been able to do roofs lately because of the rain. Captain Joe's in the house with his breakfast.
I have a question about that weather station. That it says in the instructions, I don't think it means exactly what it says. Of course, there's a language, there's a translation problem, but it says, I don't know the exact words, but basically what it implies is that if you connect this and the outdoor unit is not available for a period of time, measured in seconds, if I remember correctly, then it will never try to connect to that weather station again. That's what the instructions say.
Okay.
Oh, that was not true.
Okay. I was
Because
hoping that, I think what it really means is that it's not going to try to check again until you change the battery or something, you remove power.
I think you have to press your channel, but I had to press my channel button until I went back to channel 1.
Yeah.
And then it went out and searched for it and found it. But it's back working. I put it in another area where it won't get wet.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. you know you can get some more of those, the modules, the outdoor modules, and put them in different places, and you can switch your channels on it.
Oh, right.
To different temperatures and stuff. So what I was going to do is put it in different parts of the yard and see if it changes in different parts of the yard.
Yeah. Well, it will by some amount, but
yeah,
right now I have the outdoor unit is about less than a foot away from the indoor unit, and there's a variance of 2 degrees. So I'm not sure exactly how accurate it is.
I'm gonna step over here.
Spot on.
I'm going over here. It's cooler over here.
It's cooler over there.
It's like crossing over the state line and leaving the cop an hour behind.
I'm gonna go get that and the instructions because I want to read to you what that says. I'll be right back.
All right.
Now it's just you and Peter. We're all drifting away. Oh, there's Rodney.
Rodney's back.
No, Rodney's back.
Pop back. Heard you all talking about me.
No, we'd never do that.
Liar.
Morning to Mr. Skyfly.
Mr. Skyfly, good morning.
Ronnie, can't wait to see y'all, man, in the next few weeks.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I've been trying to get a little bit of music together and stuff.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna set up your DJ stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is your son coming with you again?
Oh no, he never made it with me.
Oh, he didn't. Who were you with?
I cannot remember this guy's name. He'd always show up every year and help me, and I cannot now, to the life of me, I cannot remember his name.
Oh my goodness!
He would stick around with me, and except for last year, he wasn't there last year.
I have a hard problem with names too. If I don't see you every day,
I know,
and like I'd see you at the meetups, and I knew who you were, just didn't know your name. But hey, Dan, you have a good day, brother. Thanks for being in the chats.
Yep. Bye, Dan.
See you, Dan. Have a great morning, sir.
And give my regards to Jen.
I didn't quickly find the instructions, so it's no big deal. But this is the outdoor unit. We have 82 degrees outside and 79 outside and 82 inside.
Really?
Sounds like you got to go outside to cool off.
I know.
This is outside. This is inside.
You like it warm in your house, don't you?
It actually
Cool
is.
Cat. Good morning,
do.
Cool Cat. No, Rod, actually, I didn't remember. I did remember your name.
It's Steve, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's Roger. Pretty sure it's Roger.
Dennis, that outdoor weather thing wouldn't measure rainfall, would it? That one?
Say
No,
that again.
that one don't.
Wouldn't measure rainfall.
No, it won't measure rainfall.
That might be my next venture, is to get one of those. Problem is, my yard, I don't get much wind flow going through the yard.
Yeah.
So it's, I'm like, well, I'd have to put it out in the front, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Unless I put it across the street or something like that. But I'm not sure if it'll pick up.
Chris Jackson, good morning.
See, Chris.
Because I've seen other ones of those, weather stations, but they're a lot more complex than that. They've got like wind vanes on them and measure all the rainfall and the whole works.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of making one actually.
Right.
Cool Cat's name is Michael, by the way, guys.
Say that again.
His name is Michael. Cool Cat. I'll put
Cool
it
Cat.
up.
I just always say morning cool.
Hey, Cool Cat.
Because that sounds cool.
Michael.
I mean, that sounds really good. I go, cool.
Hey, cool. You're cool.
Hey, cool. Yeah. We're all in a gang, so we might as well go ahead and make gang names, slang names for us.
That's right.
Oh man, mine used to be Tigger.
Tigger.
They called me Tigger years ago because I walked on my toes. So
What?
Because I used to walk. When I walk, I'd walk on my toes more than I would the back of my feet. So they looked at me and go, "You're walking just like Tigger." So they called me Tigger. Okay, let's
be
carry
very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
What's all right? CB handles. Who had CBs?
I used to.
I was the happy hippie.
Happy hippie.
I've still got one here somewhere.
Mine,
Peter, what was yours, Peter?
I never had one. I just used it for listening to it at times. That was about it. Never really had a handle.
my first handle was Stamp Liquor.
Did you work at the post office?
I was a postal clerk in the Navy.
Gotcha.
So I was the ship's postal clerk, and that was my rating. I was a PC 3, and then I got promoted to second class, which was a PC 2. But my girlfriend at the time, her handle became Stamp.
Uh-oh.
And an interesting story from that is on the weekends, on Saturdays, I didn't stand any normal watch standing duties like sailors do on ships, because I would always come in and work on Saturdays to do deliver mail and stuff on Saturdays. So she would drive down with me, and driving from LA down to San Diego and back, we'd get into discussions with this CBer named Tiny Bubbles, a real sweet old lady. And we were talking to her one day, and she said, "Hey, we were going to have a meetup over here at this restaurant. I forget which restaurant it was. Steve Carpenter would know because he was there when we came in, and I'm sure we got introduced. But me and Steve started talking one day about CBs, and I happened to mention Tiny Bubbles. She goes, "I know her," and I go, "Yeah, I met her once." And he goes, "I think I remember meeting you, Rodney. You were quite a bit younger." I say, "Yeah, I was quite a bit younger. I was like 22." So, but anyway,
I was
and then,
never 22.
and then my second handle became Ratman.
Ratman.
Ratman. And that's an interesting story too. There was a buddy of mine, my buddy Steve, that I worked with over there at the base. We were fishing one day, and we were up in these lily pads, and I had this plastic rat lure that I'd bought in California when I was out in California, because they were supposed to work really good in grassy areas of a lake or on lily pads. But the lake we fished in California didn't really have, there was just one little grassy spot, and I'd cast up in there, never got anything. Well, this one day we were fishing a pond by where we lived, and we got up around the lily pads. I said, "You know what? I'm going to try this rat. I've never caught anything with this rat. I'm just going to give it a shot." I cast out there, and it hit the water. I gave it a little jerk, and whoop! And this bass grabbed hold of it, and he goes, "Man, I'm going to start calling you Rat Man on the radio." So every time we'd go to that pond and fish, I'd always pull out. I had a rod with that rat on it, and every time I'd catch one.
Wow.
So, but
We had a Thursday night check-in where everybody, kind of like the show in a way, and all the shows, where we'd all, chit chat to each other on Thursday night, check in. Mike Anthony, a buddy of mine I went to school with, he had a linear, just like, most of us ended up going out and getting linears.
Right.
And so we can boost our power and everything. Well, he was sitting at the house and he fell asleep on his microphone, on his, and all you can hear is, So I ended up turning around, and I got in my car and turned on my CB in the car and cruised all the way over to his house, and you can hear me knock on the door. He comes to the door and he goes, "What?" And I turn around and I say, "You having a good nap?" You can hear you can hear every bit of this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good nap. Your microphone's keyed on. And he goes, "Oh."
There was a guy in San Diego. He was also a ham operator, and his CB handle, though, was pile driver. And when somebody would make him mad, somebody would criticize him or something, and he had a 1,500 watt linear.
Wow.
That he had, that was also part of his ham equipment. But anyway, he switched his CB over to that linear, and he keyed his mic, and nobody in San Diego could talk. And he wouldn't say a word. He'd just key his mic, and he'd leave it that way for about 10 minutes.
Oh my.
Yeah. It was great. I actually got to meet him too. So, and he's a pretty good guy, but he you didn't make him mad,
Alabama Stump Jumper, What was the other ones? Yeah, mine was Blue Max because I drove a Maxima. So at the time,
All right.
yeah, so I called myself Blue Max.
Was that a Datsun Maxima or a Nissan Maxima?
Niece, Datsun. Back then it was Datsun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to utilize them a lot because I mean that was our cell phones back then.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody had one, and I had being with the fire department. I was a volunteer at the fire department at the time. I had a scanner in the car too, but I could switch to an outside speaker for the scanner. And I forgot one night I was living in an apartment at the time right there in Cobb Heights, and I forgot I left that thing on. And it was about 2:00 in the morning. We carried around beepers that when they went off, you could sit there and monitor the radio traffic with the fire department. About 2:00, that thing went off and woke up half the neighborhood because my speaker was on. It was like do do do. Rescue 75, engine 1. My neighbors were coming to the windows and doors, and I was like, damn.
Mr. Skyfly said he had a 1 kW mobile linear amp. Every time he keyed it up, he almost stalled his truck. So, hey guys, I'm gonna put a picture up here, and Mudball, good morning.
Hey, Don.
More my ball.
I was talking with Alex Escardo, and he goes, you ought to try this, and I'm gonna put up a picture, and we'll see how many captions can be made based on this picture.
I'm scared.
Well, it's a fairly decent picture.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll get copyrighted on it or not, but hey, if I do, I do, right? Anyway, here it goes. All right. Caption this picture.
I'm scared. I'm scared to say anything.
Randy, good morning. Mad Props Media in the house.
Is she looking at meats?
I don't know what she's looking at. She's near some kind of meat stuff.
You sure it's a she? I'm not too
Yeah, that's what I was
not too
wondering
convinced
as
it's a she.
Okay, that kind of looks like a rooster on top of her head. Let's see. It kind of looks like the skate park where okay, and now that's not it. She's got a lot of Pepsi behind her.
Rodney?
Huh?
Where did you get this photograph?
Alex sent it to me. Jumbo Lils and cock-a-doodle-doo. Ron says, I need 10 pounds of roast beef. The Grinch stole our last one.
Look at those. Look at that Pepsi behind her, though.
Yeah.
What was that? The gallon Pepsi?
No, that's the 16-ounce plastic bottle.
What?
Yeah.
Very close to the camera, apparently.
Huh?
Close to the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the plastic band.
Okay, I got you. Okay, because if you look down from the neck, it kind of looks like a keg of Pepsi.
Yeah. All right. Oh, holy shish kebabs. Now that's a hairdo. Yeah.
I want you to trim the front half and don't worry about the back half.
Okay, so we'll stop that one.
I'll be damned.
Okay. This is the last one we'll do.
Why not? We're having fun.
Compare time. Okay. Night Train. Hello. Good morning and welcome to the chat.
I've seen this. I've seen this. That's great advertisement.
Okay. We'll do maybe a couple of more then.
Oh Lord. Yes, my mother-in-law needs that role. I love coming home every day and unstopping toilets.
New bathrooms coming soon. Please use restroom. All right, one more. Oh. All right.
All right, Rodney.
Yeah.
Let's get in. Can we get into a little bit of just a touch of politics?
What you got?
Let me send it to you as soon as I find it. Huh?
You should be able. Are you sending it from your phone?
Nah, maybe. I don't know yet. Hold on, I gotta find it first.
I was going to bring some politics into that first one to show, but I thought I better not.
Well, I don't. Here lately, I don't like you. I'm just like Dennis. I don't want to talk about it. It's so way out there. I mean, if somebody had just woke up from, being in a coma for 40 years, they woke up and they go, "Put me back in the coma state, please."
Hey, remember a little earlier, Dan was talking to Dominic about a blue bee.
Yeah.
He sent me a picture.
A blue bee? Did you say?
Blue bee. Let me see if I can make that a little bigger. That's as big as it gets. That's he said that thing attacked him.
This is Dominic?
No, this is Dan.
Oh, really?
This was in Dan's garage. And they were talking about how a blue bee that's specific to Australia only got to Florida.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
Everything in Australia is out to kill you.
I hear those koalas are pretty bad too.
Yeah, don't let them near your neck, especially if you have gum leaves.
That's right.
Oh no! Say it isn't so. How? Wow!
What are you wowing, Rodney?
I'm about to show you.
Oh.
This is heartbreaking. The Winnie Mobile has crashed.
Uh-huh.
Did you see the caption I sent to you? This
is
what somebody wrote.
No, hang on a minute.
Did it come? Yeah, there you go.
Here's the caption that was on that picture, I guess.
Okay, that's my politics.
Uh,
I seen that. I was laughing. I was like, oh my word! I just had that was the best one out of all the. Everybody was like, "Oh man, the weenie mobile." Oh yeah, and then this lady turns around and sends that. I was like, "Oh my word!"
oh my goodness, that's rich. Yeah, that's just too funny right there.
Oh man. Uh, so I know what kind of songs do we want at Minefield? I've got a vast. I've got to do between country, rock, metal. There was something else too. Somebody said,
You
I
can
would-
have both types, country and western.
yeah, I'd say have a little country, have a
More
little rock, have a little metal, have a little,
You know,
have a little whatever.
I'm trying to
back
do.
when I was young, which admittedly was a long time ago, Peter, country and western were two different things.
Yeah.
Western
I
was
remember-
like Marty Robbins, the gunfighter ballad songs and all of that. And country was
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I remember that line from the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
The band they had there. That was
Yeah.
They asked what type of music they have. They said we have both types, country and western.
My dad was a huge country music fan. If it wasn't country, it wasn't music. And he went. He was going to visit my brother Gary over in California, and he asked Gary on the phone. He said, "They have country music over there?" And Gary said, "Any country you like."
Oh my goodness. Dan's calling me out.
Oh,
Polka.
Well, I guess when I closed the picture, a post that he had made of a homemade cheeseburger was on the screen. I didn't notice it, but he pointed it out. He sent me a picture of him like. Actually, Dan, I know you're not going to like this, but I'm going to post that picture, brother. Or not post it, but share it. Because to me, it's hilarious. Oh, no, not that one.
Justin Bieber. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that's Ken's favorite singer.
And that's the look I get for showing his hamburger on
I think he's watching you, Rodney.
I believe he is.
That needs to be on a poster.
That would make a good
Because
poster,
it was
wouldn't it?
We had years ago. We had these stand-ups of one of the guys is our financial. He's our financial advisor. Well, they made these stand-ups for all the branches. Let Herb help you with your finances. Well, me going in to a branch it was I would go in sometimes about 5 o'clock in the morning to work on something, and I came around the corner and just like so I called our marketing department up that later on that day, and I said, y'all need to make another Herb for Chelsea. And they said, what happened to the other one? I said, I hit it. I thought it was somebody.
Mudball Dan said you got to have polka or he's not coming.
got
Yeah,
it.
get
You
him off
got
the
it.
dance floor.
We can play some Weird Al polka. I'm playing around with what is that Suno for music and stuff, and I was trying
AI
to
one.
do a Minefield song, and it's like after
Mike says-
listening to 8 of them.
Mike says the chicken dance.
Dun, 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 dun. I can see all of us out there.
Especially since most of us are old men.
The mayor would show up and go, I don't know about this group.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stop this from
Yeah,
happening ever
close it
again.
down. Close it down. We're finished. They've gone too far.
Or Giant Bunny and the Master Mixers.
Job Bunny and the Max. Okay, I think I started something. I guess I'm gonna have to go back through replay and start pulling some polka and some.
Oh my God.
To clap unless you're doing it with your cheeks. Okay, Dan's. What is Dan saying? Not acceptable to clap unless you're doing it with your cheeks. Oh. Hey, where'd you come from? Hey, that's better than coffee right there.
Yeah, that wakes you up real quick.
What was that commercial?
Oh. Booty claps.
Oh, wrong cheeks.
We don't need a demonstration,
No.
Philip.
No, that's okay.
Thanks for the offer.
Yeah, we won't demonstrate that.
I think I have a picture in my mind, and I don't like it.
I don't want to have that picture in my mind.
Oh.
Oh, where'd Rodney go?
Yeah, we sent him over the wall.
Oh, he's even muted his microphone. He's trying that out. He's back.
Not what I was doing.
Oh. So everybody needs a good laugh now and then, and
That's right.
that kind of makes everything. Then what is that called? Endorphins.
Yeah.
It stretches your endorphins.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I would break the crown too, Mike. Oh.
So I'm trying to figure something out about Minefield. I want to go to Memphis, and they got a nice bridge there, and they got the pyramid right near the bridge.
Right. Yeah.
And I want to get a daytime shot and keep the same level for nighttime. So I can do a transition in from day to night.
Right.
Waypoints.
But I'm trying to figure out when to do it and when to go, because there's a bunch of stuff we do in the morning time and the evening times at Minefield. And I thought about maybe Sunday evening, instead of leaving out Monday to go home, leave out Sunday evening. I'm not sure yet. When are y'all leaving, Rodney?
We'll probably leave on Monday morning.
Okay.
Or the plan, as far as I know, It was to drive down Friday and then come back on Monday. Because it'll be about an 11, 12-hour drive.
Well, it's an hour away. It's an hour away from Brownsville. So what I may end up doing is just going down. It's 4 hours away back home, 4.5 hours. So what I may end up doing is still stay Monday and just go back home Monday, but go down there to Memphis Sunday evening, film that, and then come back home. I mean, come back to Brownsville.
Yeah. That's
More, Ron?
the plan.
Hi, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron. I'm going to share something with you guys. You probably want to start at 147, but Philip mentioned that transition from day to night, and I did that once. First, I have to find this. Rodney, are you on YouTube right now? There you are. I got it.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
All right. Start at 147 in that video if you want to see it. But I
Which video is that?
it's in the chats.
Oh.
Tuning my own horn. I think I did a pretty nice job with that. That was all done manually. No waypoint. We didn't have waypoints back then.
I didn't even think about using waypoints. I thought about just seeing where I'm at and just
Yeah, that's what I had to do, and then the speed and your height and the direction of the angle of attack, right? All you have to get them all the same on both shots. And I think
What time was that?
147.
The Gaddy's Christmas lights.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I was pretty proud of the way that came out. Is Rodney frozen?
No.
No, okay.
I was supposed to share that. Wait a minute. My goodness.
We're all waiting.
I'm spacing it out here, kids. All right, here we go.
Where's this at, Dennis?
This is about a mile from my home at Gaddy's farm. They do the biggest Christmas lights display that I'm aware of in this area. Oh, I should have had you start a little bit later, but this is fine. It won't be long now. But he's a pilot. That's a real airplane sitting down there.
Okay.
And,
It looked like it.
yeah.
We're thinking about going back to Macon. Macon has a pretty cool Christmas light in their
Right.
in the actual city.
Yeah, I think after this next, after this shot, then it's what I wanted to show you. Sorry, I should have paid more attention to what I was. It's been a lot of years since I did this, but that's quite as you can tell. That's quite a display they have going there. Here we go.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, had fun with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, you done real good.
Thanks.
fact, I think I remember watching this one.
Oh, that's 6 years ago. Wow.
I know. Time flies. Will not slow down, that's for sure. Time waits for no one.
Look at that
Nope.
line of cars.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, they have from Thanksgiving to New Year's every evening. That non, you know, what it's bumper to bumper all the time.
When I was
I'm not
living
sure
in,
how the neighbors at the area feel about that, because you have to go about 3 miles out of your way to avoid this.
when I lived in the Dallas Fort Worth area, I'd go around to these houses that have these light shows with the music that plays,
Right.
and those were pretty awesome as well.
Yeah. But this guy does this. He does take donations, but he does it out of the goodness of his heart. So he just loves Christmas lights, and he loves people's reaction to it. He stands out there, not with a bucket or anything, but he stands out there and greets everybody as they come in. It's Mike Gaddy.
So Cool Cat asking, how did you do the night to day or day to night transition? Night to day.
Well, technically, what I did is I flew the same, as close as possible, the same path with the same zoom, the same, everything the same, in the daytime and in the nighttime. And then I synced them up in the video editor, which I believe was DaVinci Resolve. And I just did a change in the, I can't think of the word. It starts with an O. It's about the brightness of the video. Help me, folks.
I think.
What's the word?
No. Hold on.
It's about how you can see through the transparency. It starts with an O.
Right.
OP.
Yeah.
Oh.
Opacity. Nitron got it.
Opacity. That's the one.
Opacity. That's what I was trying. I just kept on saying O, and I was hoping somebody get it.
Yeah, I started with 100% opacity on the daylight video, and brought it down to 0% over a period of time. So
Yeah.
that's how I did it. So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, years ago, I used to do a light show at my house, which it is very time consuming.
It is.
I was trying on my other channel, Flea Flicker, is where I basically got most of my stuff, and I'm trying to find it, and now I can't find any of it.
Thank you, Cool Cat. Mike. I think he said Mike, right? Michael.
So Ron, how are you doing, brother?
Busy as always.
Did you get your outside projects done?
Yes, and then I started another one. But
Doesn't know when to stop. Yeah.
So what are you doing now?
I'm building another. It's a 26-foot landscape box. I almost got it. It's going to be alongside the garage. Kind of the same similar fashion. Be filled with rocks, gravel. Trees are coming on Monday. That should only be I'm actually getting good at this, and so it's going faster. So,
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah. The more practice you get, the faster you'll be.
yeah, and then yesterday, found a guy local to me. He has a lot of trees on his property, and he has a woodworking shop. And I went up and bought 2 8-foot by, I think they're like 18, 19 inches wide, 2 inches thick log slabs.
Wow.
And the cool thing, something I've always wanted to do with that epoxy is the one board in particular has a bunch of, how do I say, almost like grooves in it where like there's been some bugs eating through there and whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Trails.
I'm going to experiment with that colored epoxy so I'm actually going to put blue in all those cracks, sand everything back down, and then put the clear on top of that.
Oh,
I don't know
cool.
if you've seen examples like that. I found out the method from him how to do where you can take two pieces of wood, put them together, keep them about like an inch or so apart, and then put that colored epoxy in there. It looks like there's a river running through your table.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've seen people doing that on YouTube. There's some YouTube videos of people doing that.
Yeah, I've learned a good part of the techniques yesterday. So with that, I'll display. But what I'm going to do is I'm building a 2-tiered table for the Elvis Victor Matthew room, and I'm going to have the turkey that I'm getting a couple of things from my friend Don. The one turkey I got him last year, and the antelope from 2 years ago. I'll be picking them up shortly. But the turkey, I'll put on the top of that table, and then I'm going to have a coyote coming up, like in an attack mode.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to have like a little
Right.
Cabela's in my room,
all right.
I got his kitty cat right here,
Yeah.
the bobcat.
Yeah.
I haven't named him yet. I've been trying to think of a name. I didn't know, Sylvester, Felix.
What about
I'm trying to
Felix the cat.
Felix was X-rated. I don't think you want to go that route.
I would have just called him Bob.
That's right.
Bob the Bobcat.
I will name him Bob.
yeah.
Spelled backwards, Bob.
But
That's right.
up with a name too. He's
Turn
got
it
it.
upside down.
All the other animals do. So
Cool Cat says, surely all bobcats are called Robert.
Yeah, I was certainly hope so.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Let me throw this out, Rodney. We're talking about as soon as I find it. This one right here.
I like that.
So this
Give
was
his mic.
Tim, George. This is what I used to do. Shoot, this has been at least 12 years ago.
You sent that on Messenger?
No, I put it in the present.
Oh, okay.
And you could probably
Can you
play.
make that full screen?
Yeah. You could probably play the song because all it is the Coca-Cola song. I don't believe it's copyrighted, is it?
I don't know. But if it is,
Let me.
this is what you did?
Yeah.
You can use that one, Sam.
Huh?
You can use that one.
You finish
Yeah, take
that.
it.
But basically, that's what I used to do.
Okay.
I had controllers all over the. I had controllers all over the place, and
It's really well done.
Yeah, that's really good. The company I worked for when I lived in Texas, Cornerstone Automation Systems, we had a couple of scales out at American Lighting Company in Lubbock, and they made the controls for those. It was pretty interesting because they had their lab where they'd set up all these lights, and then they'd have the programmers come in and program it.
Lên nó để thật mà là sơ chế mất nó muốn mất không.
What was that?
I don't know.
Oh.
That
That's
wasn't
Chinese language. That's what that is. I'll go.
Oh,
They're listening in.
but anyway, they let me watch how they do that. That's quite intensive.
It's I had 16 channel controllers. Each one of the channels had the red, green, and blue on each one of them. And I mean, I was out there with a headlamp at night, and my neighbors were like, "He's at it again." I don't know what he's doing, but he's out there again doing it.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, it's intense when you're sitting behind a desk. You got one of those controllers in front of you, and you're basically, the biggest thing I ever did, and I was trying to find the video, is I made a smiley face that would sing, and it took a 16 channel controller for it, and I only used maybe 12 of the channels. And each one of the channels was each portion of it and everything. Then basically having to program it singing. I had it singing Thriller. It was mainly used for Halloween. I had a good time at it. It was, it was something at that time. We didn't have drones or anything at that time, so
yeah.
It was something to learn. It's just I'm always intrigued by the more you learn, the more you can do in life.
Oh yeah. So,
And where is my? But let's see.
Wasn't quite as good as Chevy Chase ones in the Lampoon's Christmas show.
No,
you're muted.
No, but they did. It did. A lot of people call me Chevy Chase.
Ron, you're muted.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Now we can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, Peter, that was a classic. That's the best part of the movies, when they tied Grandma to the roof of the car.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the work that goes into that, programming those lights to do what they do with the variety of music that can be used with it's quite time consuming.
Yeah.
So, anyway, in your case, it was well done.
When you get it perfect, though, that's when your goosebump starts popping up on your arms and everything. Like, oh, that was perfect. 1 year one year they were the inside painting the bathroom and the hallway and stuff like that. I had a couple of guys doing it, and they turn around and it was just a foggy type rain, and lightning struck the tree outside, went through the extension cord, blew off covers, light switch covers in the kitchen and downstairs in the den. And at the same time, I went, oh no, I bet you any amount of money. And I went up on the roof and looked at one of the main controller I had, and it was all fried.
Oh no.
And the insurance company, came time for me to list everything, and I listed my controllers. Well, the lady calls me back up and she's like, is this part of the house? And I said, oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's part of the house. And she goes, what's the function of these controllers? And I said, well, it controls my lights. You know, I wasn't lying to her. and she was like, oh, okay. And you say these things cost this much money? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Did she ask you if you've ever heard of wall switches?
I mean, it scared the fire out of everybody. I mean,
Oh, I bet.
plastic was flying everywhere. Burned up my TV. At the time, I had a tankless hot water heater. Burned it up.
Wow.
It zapped a lot of things, and then we had the fire department show up because there was so much smoke in the house, just to make sure that, you know, I mean, I'd already had the attic open and I already looked up in the attic and everything, but we still had the fire department come over, and
Yeah.
he said, don't cut any electrical back on or anything until you get it fully checked out by a licensed electrician. And I went, I'm an electrician.
Anyway, Mike's in the house. Copper State Aerial Photography.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Dennis, I'm gonna try the X4 tonight. I'm going to work tonight for like 4 or 5 hours. We have events in Gillette almost every weekend, and tonight there's a monster truck rally.
Oh, nice.
You have to go watch it and get paid for it at the same time.
Cool. That's kind of like the deal you got with the balloon, right? So.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So what are you going to you taking your camera to work and doing what?
We're me and another partner are gonna go to a monster truck rally. They have bull riding every weekend. There's rodeos every weekend. There's all kinds of stuff, but they always have an ambulance station there at the event.
I've never been to anything like that. I take that back. At our county fair, we used to have tractor pulls, you know, but that's as close as I've ever been to anything like a rodeo or a monster truck rally or whatever. Yeah.
You know, I grew up in Oklahoma and I've never been to a rodeo.
Oh my God.
Is that right?
That's a fact. Never been to a rodeo.
Wild horses never dragged you away, huh?
Nope. At least from rodeos.
We had one in Bibb County where I don't know, I probably already told this story, where they had two bulls out there, and there was a bunch of people out there trying to grab the flag off the back of the bull on his tail. And the guy turns around, and he's real smart. He let the bull pass him on by, and he grabbed the tail real quick, and he goes, yeah. And then while he's standing there, the second bull came and wham, right, hit him and knocked him up in the air, and he's back down. He stood back up, and he goes, yeah. And he turns around, and he's got his shirt's all ripped, and you see, you know, little blood trails coming down his shirt. And the guy was like, the announcer was like, "Yeah, come on up here and get your $10 Walmart gift card. Come on, come on." I look over a buddy of mine. And I go, "These people are crazy down here."
Wow. Those clowns, their lives are in danger all the time they're out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Wow.
What's the?
I've never been, like I said, but I've seen it on TV and that movies, whatever.
Yeah.
Because
Don't need to be sitting around smelling bull all day. We do that every day anyway.
that's-
That was my first rodeo, Rodney. I just sent to you. There was
Anyway, guys, I think I might leave. It's 11:30 here, so time for me to head off. I
well,
think.
have a good
All right,
night, Peter.
Yeah. Okay.
You have
Right,
a
see
good
you all
night.
later.
see you, Peter.
We'll see you, Peter.
Bye,
Sleep
everyone in
tight.
chat. Okay.
That was when I first got the Sony RX10. I only had it a couple weeks, but it got some incredible footage.
That's still a
Yeah.
nice camera.
Pardon me?
That's still a nice camera. That's
It is. Yeah, it's going to Alaska with me in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Don't play the music, Rodney. I mean, I haven't gotten a copyright strike from it, but I don't want to take a chance on anything on your channel. But this is Belfouche, South Dakota. This guy is a double amputee, retired military, and he's the only one in the nation that still does paratrooping. As a double
Wow.
amputee.
Wow.
That is so cool when they do that.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's amazing. I mean, how do you jump out of a plane with all that?
Yeah.
They got catchers down there?
No.
Nope.
So how did you capture this, Ron?
Right from the sidelines.
Wow.
Look at these knuckleheads on motorcycles. They're
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
But some of this bull riding, I'm not the smartest pencil in the box. I'm first to admit that. But you got a 3,000-pound pissed off animal. The last thing I want to do is get on his back and ride him.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, that might be the last thing you do.
The
I
way
do
you
that.
see, I captured some really good.
Yeah, that camera is flat out amazing. It truly is.
I went to a bull riding a couple weeks ago. It was one of those ambulance standbys that we did, and we got to go up right up to the chutes, and I got right up in this bull's face. I was only 6 inches from his eyes, and he looked over at me, and this cowboy's getting on him, and the bull looked at me. He's like, "Yeah, dude, watch this."
Here, hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my beer and watch this.
You want a piece of this?
Now that's cool.
Yeah. That was more my speed.
In the tub.
One guy got kicked. Yeah, this one.
Ooh.
Oh,
that hurt.
oh,
You know
oh,
that hurt.
oh.
This guy he thought he was in the clear, and then he got it right in the shoulder.
Mm.
Him down, thought he was doing okay. Boom.
Oh. You got some good captures.
Watch that horse, how well trained he is. He backs up, tightens up the
Yeah.
rope.
Yeah, he knows exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Ron pushes the burst button on that camera. It sounds like a machine gun. It takes some great pictures.
Cute little cowgirl there.
That's a girl.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy didn't fare well either, if I remember correctly.
You'd think they'd learn.
One would think. Ugh.
Mm.
Even those rodeo clowns are like, I'm getting the hell out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Dennis, if we crash a drone, do we keep flying?
Well, you got a point.
Okay.
Ooh,
I think he got it right in the chest.
yeah.
Why would you want to beat up your body like that?
Oh, God, that was so close.
Yep.
That was,
That horse just keeps on a kick and he don't.
yeah.
You know why they buck, don't you?
Yeah.
Because they got that cinch strap on their loin area.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the grab the flag. But these bulls were a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Gracious.
Well, thanks for playing that, Rod.
Oh, you're welcome. That was a good video.
It was.
Yeah, you did some great work there, bud.
Yeah, it was my very first rodeo.
Yeah, I
Yep.
brag on the camera, but it's the guy behind the camera that really has the skill. But
I'm
Yeah,
a
but-
shaker.
The camera's really good too. I mean,
the camera is good.
yeah.
But Ron, it's because Ron took those pictures that they're that good.
Ron's got steady hands too.
Yeah. I went on a cruise with a guy who was a professional photographer. I mean, I was on a cruise and this professional photographer was also on the cruise. Don't want to give you the wrong impression. But anyway, he was talking about, people talk about, man, that's an amazing camera. And he said, yeah. And I taught it everything it knows.
So I don't know if you guys saw it. Mike said he rode bareback horses when he was stationed in Germany.
Yeah, I used to ride bareback, but not like that.
Yeah, I never rode Broncos, but I rode both saddles and bareback. I actually liked riding bareback better.
I do too.
It seemed more comfortable.
Yeah.
But then you have to be really good if a horse starts to run and you're bareback.
Uh-huh.
You got to have really strong legs so you can hold on to him.
Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to hold on. But
Warren, good morning.
hey, Warren.
Hey, Warren.
So, but yeah, I've never seen a rodeo.
They're kind of cool.
They are. I got a friend from high school that he was a rodeo cowboy, and then I bumped into him like 6 years afterwards, and he was telling me about all of his aches and pains and stuff like that. And I said, "Why do you do that?" And he says, "It's just the rush of it."
Yeah, the
And
adrenaline. I'm sure that. Yeah.
And he says you get hurt, and yeah, you sit around for a couple of weeks in pain, but you want to get back on it again and do it again. And that's the reason why I brought up, if we crash a drone, do we keep flying afterwards?
Right.
It's the same thing with us. I mean, oh well.
Well, I can't speak for no
Stuff in
one
the
but
pocketbook.
I can't speak for no one but myself, but I definitely get back on the saddle when I crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a learning curve, Don't crash into that pole.
Especially when I first started learning to fly FPV, I spent biggest majority of the battery on the ground in some form or another.
Monday night show, I got Dave Shaddix coming on, Fly High FPV, and me and him was talking the other day, and he was telling me about years ago and how he started out and stuff like that, which is perfect because he says crash after crash after crash, rebuild after rebuild after rebuild, and I keep on going. And he says, you got to. And he flies pretty much about every single day.
Wow.
Yep, Gorilla Glue and duct tape are a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna depart, folks. I hope you have a great Saturday.
All right, Dennis, you have a good day as well. We'll
Thanks.
talk at you in the morning.
You
Sounds
come back
great.
and see us. Come back and see us, Dennis.
Okay, I'll do it. Bye now.
See you, Dennis.
Oh, well, I'm fixing to go cut some grass, I guess. Cool thing is I'm cutting with electric mower, so I won't wake anybody up.
Yeah, that is true, Mike. Yeah, I got to start getting some stuff done.
You sound like you don't want to do it, Rodney.
I never want to do it. Yeah, and do you want to clean your bathroom?
I
Do you
do.
want to take your trash out?
Let's not go there. I can tell you right now.
You took the first step down the road, brother.
When you come home in the evening times and you're like, all I want to do is have a nice, peaceful evening and without cleaning and unstopping toilets.
Well, I tell you what, my wife, she works for the Postal Service, and then she comes home and works for the rest of us. She's an amazing woman. She really is.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I say that because she won't hear it, because she never watches my live streams. But I want you all to know that she's an amazing woman.
And Philip, Rodney can contest to this. If he ever, again, says out loud, I'm bored and I don't have anything to do, his wife will say, I'll find something for you to do.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that day, Rodney.
I was talking to you one day, wasn't I?
Yeah.
When that happened.
Right
That's
after
crazy.
surgery. Anything to do? She goes, I'll find something for you to do.
See, and that has actually taught me not to say stuff like that
That's
around.
why I said you would never say it again.
Look behind you real quick. She might be back behind that petition.
Well, no, she's gone. I know she's gone because and she won't get home till around 3 today. But and if she had come in here, well, she did come in here one day and I didn't hear her.
Hope you weren't talking trash.
No, I wasn't. Anyway, guys, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and call this one.
All righty, sir.
So,
yeah, I'm gonna go out and finish my project.
all right, well, have fun doing it, brother. If you can't have fun doing it, it's not worth doing, right?
Exactly.
So you still have deer coming up into your yard?
Yeah, not as much. And it's because I haven't been feeding them, and I'm trying to grow grass there. Well, I gave up on that, so I'm like, well, I might as well feed the deer again. So I started slowly feeding them, and they're slowly starting to come back.
Okay.
They're all over the neighborhood. Just like they just don't stop at my house anymore.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
They talked to each other and said, there's no food there, so let's.
Yeah, that Ron Lockwood, he used to be really good about feeding us, and for some reason he's mad at us and just quit.
Yeah. I told you about the cat a couple weeks ago. That little baby bird fell out of the nest and the cat got it.
Yeah, you told us about that.
Put havoc on that poor cat, man. It was like, I hope you enjoyed that meal because it cost you a little blood.
Hey, Michael, thank you for that comment, brother.
Alrighty.
All right, boys. Well, you guys have a good one.
You too. Come back and see us. And Rodney, thank you, sir, as always.
Yep. And I hope to see you at Minefield.
There's not a hope. We will see each other.
All right.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, Chris Hope will be there too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was Bob Casey's going to be there, and Mike Wright I think is going to be there. Of course, Ken Herron will be there. Brad and I are going to be there.
When is that?
The 24th and 25th
Something like that.
of August.
Oh, I will be elsewhere.
Yeah, you're going to be in Alaska. Alaska. And Dennis will be in Australia.
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 We'll have to swap pictures.
Yeah, there you go. All right, boys.
All right, guys, take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Do appreciate you. Don't forget tomorrow morning, the Sunday Sunrise Cruise, starting with Drone Psyche in Queens, New York. Here, let me turn. So, Queens, New York. He's going to be starting us off in the morning. After him will be me here in Virginia. Moving on down to Georgia with Dennis Lovelady. And from Georgia, we move over to Texas and with Chris Hope. And then after Chris Hope, of course, will be Johnny Drone Flyer with Drones and Coffee. Don't forget to say a prayer for our government. Say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for the servicemen and women throughout the world in harm's way. Pray that they make it home safe, and pray for our first responders. Y'all have a great weekend. Love y'all. Bye now.